Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I will be reading a multi-character listener by me. So let's get into it. Muichiro. Muichiro is really worried about you. You've been really overworking yourself, and you could tell. Staying up all night and barely sleeping for a couple of hours before waking up again to do it all over. It wasn't something he liked. He loved you for your dedication and the way you were so determined to do whatever you wanted, no matter how you did it. But the way you just went about things, it was so harmful to you. He didn't like seeing you like this. And most importantly, it worried him. Why not? You need to rest. I'll be fine, Michiro. Trust me, alright? And he trusts you. Of course he does. And though he's anxious, he decides to leave it up to you. Until he hears a thud from your room. Just 10 minutes later and you're passed out on the ground. Wayan, he shouts, worried for you, and picks you up, carrying you in his arms, and kisses your forehead. He mumbles out a soft apology before putting you down on the bed. He feels guilty for letting this happen to you and for not insisting that you rest no matter what you said. But he hopes you've learned your lesson now and won't try to discuss this with him again. You are getting the rest that you deserve, whether you want it or not. And he's more than just going to insist on this. When you wake up, he's sitting next to you, and there is warm food next to her bed. You can't help but smile, thanking him. And of course, you apologize. You owe him an apology, and you tell him you'll take better care of yourself now. After all, it's the least he deserves to hear and to have, too. He was worried about you, and you didn't want to worry him any more than you should have to. And of course, he was more than glad to hear that. Rengoku. Rengoku didn't really know what to do. But seeing you like this, so tired and still working so hard, it really made him upset and worried him more than anything else. Oyan, darling, you need to rest. I'll be fine. There's no need to worry about everything. You tell him, but he insists that you should at the very least take a nap. And he goes to the kitchen to prepare something for you. But apparently you didn't listen because he walks into your room a couple moments later, only to find you passed out. He freaks out at first, before just realizing that the only thing he can do now is take you to bed and hope you can wake up fine. And you do, and you get a lot of lecturing from him. You're so careless, Mayan. It could have ended worse. But it didn't, Rengoku. There's no need to overreact like this. I'm fine, and I will be fine. No, you won't. If you keep going like this, then you won't be fine at all. There won't be anything for you to be fine. And you can't argue with him. You feel like you're slowly withering away, in a sense. And you can't help it. But what can you do? You have no idea on that. Rengoku then picks you up and takes you downstairs to the living room, lays you down on the couch, and presses a soft kiss to your cheek. Please, just rest and eat this. I made something for you and you're meant to eat it now. And if you don't, I swear to God. Alright, I will. No need to get yelling. But promise me you won't be so upset with me. I'll promise you that if you eat. And that's what makes you eat. And also, get a decent amount of sleep. He will not let you overwork like this again. He didn't realize it would actually keep working until he passed out. But now that he knows, he's never letting you reach that limit. You have little self-awareness, but at the very least he knows that he can be there for you. and make sure that you don't get into trouble like that again. Tengen, Tengen loves you and cares for you more than anyone. And of course, you can see the way that your health is slowly going into decline. And though he insists that you take care of yourself, you don't. He's not sure how to help with that until he finds you passing out in front of him, and he has to catch you before you can fall. Damn it, Wayan, he says as he carries you to bed. He's worried, and he holds your hand in his, squeezing it, and he sits by you until you wake up. Of course, that's after having gotten a doctor to make sure it's just you passing out and nothing severe. He tells him what to do after you wake up, and that's all he needs to know. And that's why he spends the rest of the time waiting for you to actually wake up and to be sure that you're fine. And once you do, the first thing he does is, of course, kiss you. The second thing is argue with you. You're being so careless, Moyan. Do you even realize what you're doing to me? To yourself? I'm sorry. I really am. I didn't mean to pass out like this. Of course I wouldn't want to pass out. Well, you did. That doesn't change anything, does it? No, it doesn't. You tell him, and after a little sigh, he just takes you in his arms and kisses you gently. I'm sorry. I was worried. The doctor said you had to rest, preferably for 3 days at the very least, but perhaps try resting this week. And you have to eat well too, and sleep well. No overworking, and no going to work at all. Anything you want to do, do at home, and not too much. He tells you, and he's so firm and insistent about it, that you know there's no other way around his words. So of course, you just smile and nod, leaning forward to press a soft kiss to his cheek. All right, whatever you say, Tengen. I love you, and thank you for taking care of me. Of course, darling. Just please take care of yourself. I won't be here around you all the time, and I have to know that you'll be okay for me. And you promise him that. He deserves it. He shouldn't have to worry about you all the time like he does. And he's more than happy to hear those words out of your mouth.